Welcome to Perfect Chaos, and I'm trying something a little bit different and really fun for this video. I am here with Fred. You can look up their channel, who they are from. This is Victoria, and she is from Ucrania, or Ukraine. And this is Alfredo, and he is Salvadoran. So instead of doing just showing you what Christmas is like in El Salvador, I wanted to help you guys see even more. So we're going to talk about what Christmas is like in the Ukraine, in El Salvador, and in the US. How they're different, how they're the same, and how this season affects people all over the world, regardless of where you're from. And how long have you guys been here in El Salvador?
Okay, he lived all his life here, but me 1 year, exactly 1 year.
Only 1 year. Okay, kind of like me. You came in about the same time, I think, that I did.
We came in December.
Okay,
exactly.
So yeah, almost the same time.
Same time.
Let's talk about Christmas. In the States, it's a big thing for families. You get together with your family and you kind of put aside your junk with the whole spirit of just giving, the spirit of Christ, the spirit of generosity, and it's really focused on the little kids. And so what about the Ukraine?
Because we normally have Christmas in Ukraine 7th of January. No, it's 24th of December. Now we start to celebrate 2 times, 24th of December and 7th of January. Yeah,
That's awesome. 2 Christmases?
Yeah, very strange. And also we have New Year, 1st of January, like everybody, and we have 14th of January. It's like Old New Year. We call Old New Year.
Really?
Because before Ukraine is part of the, I think, this Europe. We live with the calendario, ¿cómo se dice?
Calendar.
Calendar.
Gregorian?
Sí, así es. Gregorian calendar.
Yeah.
And that's why we celebrate 2 times Christmas and 2 times New Year. We have many parties this time.
Oh, that's awesome. My kids would be all about that. 2 New Year's parties, 2 Christmases. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's this time in Ukraine. We have like 2 months party, always come friends, have many also celebration of the religion this time. But we celebrate more strong, like more fiesta, more party with all friends, with family. We celebrate more New Year, not Christmas, because it's first come New Year after we have Christmas. So Christmas we celebrate only with the family. Even we don't give too much presents for the Christmas we give more for New Year. And Christmas we celebrate just in one table, everybody together, speaking, maybe dancing a little bit, but it's more family.
It's more families focused in Christmas.
We have one tradition in Christmas in Ukraine that we bring for godmom or godfather. We bring one food, a special plate from the rice with the fruits.
Really?
Yeah, this is what we have in Ukraine, different from here.
Oh, that's cool. And Alfred?
And we here in El Salvador, we celebrate, we make big party with all family. We invite friends. We make we make sometimes panes con pollo, you know.
Sorry. Talking about food, like our Christmas food in the US, they have you have fruit cake, which is like budín. They have budín here, but you eat it year round. And typically in the US, you only eat fruit cake at Christmas time. And we have like cranberry sauces that are particular to Christmas. And a lot of people will have hams with mashed potatoes and cranberry sauce. And of course, lots of Christmas candies. Like, what is the food like, the Christmas food in Ukraine like?
Okay, any celebration in Ukraine, doesn't matter, it's birthday, it's New Year, it's Christmas, we always have many food. It's one table with many different foods. We have many salads, we have, just for Christmas, we have this special plate, but it's like with fruits, with nuts, different nuts. Only this plate, but normally we always have big plate with many different food, many drinks, different drinks, juices, it can be also alcohol, many different things. So you can come to any celebration, and you can choose what you want to eat.
Oh,
You
so
want-
it's like buffet style.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
very full of it. Yeah, he knows.
We don't make like Victoria say in Ukraine. Here we make sometimes barbecue, meat, and many drinks. Dance, we make like big party with the family. Very nice. And we also play with kids. We play with fireworks.
Speaking of that, like activities, are there any specific activities that have to do with Christmas where you're from? Like, for example, Christmas in the States, many of the families really try and base it in this is Christ's birthday. For example, my family, we did a lot of our shopping right from Black Friday. The minute Thanksgiving was over, we shopped like crazy that weekend because we actually wanted to finish our shopping by December 1st so we could focus and dedicate all of December just on having that spirit of giving and the spirit of Christ. But what is it like in the Ukraine?
I think it's more for children also, but I still like too much Christmas. I like too much New Year. Maybe I'm still child. But we have also one tradition in Ukraine. In the Christmas, we put costumes, different costumes, Ukrainian, also religion costumes. Have some sticks, with the stars about Jesus. Also, how they have. And they come to this different house. It's like, for example, here in Halloween, like people come and say, "Give me candies."
Yeah, the trick or treat. They go
Uh-huh.
trick or treating. Yeah.
The same, because normally Halloween we don't have in Ukraine. Just now we start to have, but normally before we didn't have. So it's something new in Ukraine. But we did that. We come to houses to ask candies, ask money in the Christmas.
Really?
We
You
come
do that on Christmas Eve or on Christmas Day?
exactly in the night of the Christmas we come.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
And
So you go trick or treating on Christmas. That's cool.
And we come to one house and we say, open the door, and we throw for them some rice or something, like this small, I don't know how to say in Spanish and English.
It's like a grain. Is it?
Something like that, yeah.
It's like a grain that you throw out.
Like trigo?
Yeah, wheat.
Wheat,
Uh-huh.
we throw and we start to sing songs or speak some poema.
Oh, okay.
And people give candies or money or what they want to give.
It's like caroling. In the U.S., you go singing in the street and you'll sing in front of people's houses, but they don't usually give you anything. You just go and you just sing and you say thanks. You just keep on going and just singing. But you actually go up and sing or say a poem
Yeah.
and then say, okay, yeah,
It's mostly
show me the money.
Mostly children do that, but also adults can come to the houses of the friends, of the
Uh-huh.
family.
Alfred,
Our big tradition here in El Salvador that we after 12 fireworks.
so you go to misa like on the day before or just on Christmas Day?
They go in Christmas.
Okay.
Yes, like 8 in the night. After they go with the family, make party after fireworks.
It's an all-night
Yeah, well,
fiesta.
yes.
What is the difference between music? Because I know for me in the U.S., it's Christmas carols. It came upon a midnight clear, silent night, all Christmas carols that are kind of focused on Christ or focused on buying stuff, honestly. But
Do you know the song? I don't know how to say in bells. Ta-da-da-dum, ta-da-da-dum, ta.
Yeah.
It's Ukrainian song.
oh, hark how the bells.
Yeah, it's make un compositor, compositor.
Cool.
Who his name is
I love that
Leontovich.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. I love too much, and I know that nobody knows it's Ukrainian, but it's actually a Ukrainian song.
It probably sounds a whole lot prettier in Ukrainian too.
Yeah, we love this song. Also, this All I Want for Christmas. Also, and we had normally before some Russian songs famous about New Year. Now this year, I think already not.
So you listen to the New Year songs even at Christmas, or do you separate them, or you don't really separate them?
No, we separate, of course, because for have Christmas mood, we have to listen to music, put arbor tree, New Year tree, put lights, and this you feel more mood of the Christmas. So this music we listen only in the Christmas and New Year. And you say?
Oh yeah, you can. Well, it's gotten bad now. They used to wait till after Thanksgiving But now that stores will start pumping Christmas carols and Christmas songs after Halloween. And because I think they've found that if they start pumping that music, people buy more. It's one of those psychological things. So it's kind of sad. They're kind of steamrolling Thanksgiving, but no, they'll play Christmas music almost any time that they want people to buy, honestly. But typically it's almost always November and December is Christmas carol time. But we don't mix it with you only talk about maybe a week before Christmas, people start talking about the New Year. But everything's kind of focused on Christmas, and then it's New Year focused for a week. The day after New Year's Day, it's back to normal life. And Alfred, what is the music like in El Salvador?
Here we listen too much English music, like Mariah Carey. Also Spanish music, but for Christmas. Too much cumbia.
Yeah,
we dance cumbia in the party 24 here in Salvador. So I think it's almost the same.
They have here one funny dance in the Christmas. I know you dance when everybody starts to dance the same dance, the same movement.
Yeah, we
What is
call
that?
it La Bala.
That's from the Los Hermanos Flores, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just did a video on Los Hermanos Flores, and because their restaurant here called Pura Candela, and I noticed that was kind of kicking off the Christmas season when they did that. That now begins cumbia, and of course I was just like, well, wait, don't you guys listen to Christmas carols just in Spanish? And nope, we dance cumbia, and we dance Hermanos Flores cumbia, and so that's why I had to go and get fully indoctrinated in Los Hermanos Flores and the cumbia.
I have a question for you. Have you been here in Christmas in El Salvador?
No, not
This
yet.
Christmas you go with your family?
Yeah, this Christmas I'm gonna go up to the States. Yeah, but about 20 years ago, I spent Christmas in Chile, and and that's when I experienced the whole 12 o'clock. I thought like war had started, and I was just like,
Like in
what?
Ukraine.
And I'm like, oh wait, when's Santa supposed to come and put the presents under the tree if everybody's up partying? And so yeah, I've experienced that one before.
I think here in El Salvador, we don't wait for Santa. It's very different. We see
Do you guys
Santa.
celebrate Santa at all in Ukraine or in El Salvador?
We have Santa, but we don't call him Santa. We call Ded Moroz es como Papá Noel. Es como abuelo, grandfather cold, something like that.
Grandfather cold.
It's almost the same, but Santa have short. Yeah, he has short jacket, and he has long, like this, because it's very cold there.
Is it like a big trench coat?
Yeah.
That kind of Santa.
I got the same, yeah. But if he come for New Year, they say not for Christmas. I don't know why.
Oh, wait, so Santa comes for New Year's instead of Christmas?
I think so, yeah. Because always my parents say will come this Santa for New Year for bringing presents. Because how I say it, we almost don't give presents for Christmas. We give more for New Year.
So Christmas is more for the religious kind of, for holding more of the religious focus, and then you do the presents at New Year.
Yeah.
And you do Papa Noel, you do Santa Claus at New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because a whole month of partying, you gotta kind of spread it out a little bit.
Yeah.
That's for sure. And what did you guys, so do Salvadorian kids, do they do Santa very much?
Yes, normally we have this tradition of Santa, but I think not like in USA. But yes, children like Santa.
When do you guys say like, oh, Santa's come? Like it can be a little manipulative in the U.S. of like, well, if you're acting up, Santa's not gonna give you anything. It's a bit, it's that tradition that's got the dark side to it. But here, I mean, when parents talk about Santa and stuff, what's the focus with Santa?
Children's wait present from Santa, but not like US that they wait. Children wait in the night. Santa here not. It's very different. They maybe in some party they see Santa. They they want Santa give them presents, something like that.
Because I'm about to say, like, how are they going to be waiting if it's like 12 o'clock and all the parties going on? It's just like, well, I mean, because I used to, I'll admit, I'm guilty. I used to use that kind of a, you have to go to sleep because, you know, Santa can't come if you're not sleeping. Go to bed. Now, you guys being new immigrants here in El Salvador, and especially because you can't really go back to the Ukraine anytime soon. How are you mixing kind of your traditions of when you were young and your traditions from where you're from with your new culture and your new life here in El Salvador?
Okay, we want to celebrate Christmas and New Year in the Salvador style with his family, with everything. But of course, I will make some food Ukrainian for everybody. We'll make some plates. And my Christmas, 7th of January, we are going to go to celebrate already like Ukrainian style. We want to go to El Pital.
Oh, yeah.
There is cold. I miss too much cold.
Oh, cool.
So we're going to go there for like Christmas there.
Okay, so for your second Christmas, you're gonna go like, okay, we gotta go up where it's nice and cold.
Yeah.
And so I can at least feel a little bit like I'm back in the Ukraine.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. Well, because you have so many, you have a whole month. You can have both of them. You don't have to merge them together.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Yeah, I know. I love the firework parts, but I've been surprised that the fireworks have been all month. I mean, all month there's been fireworks going off all around the house and not just on midnight. And so I really like that. I'm going to incorporate that tradition of the fireworks going off. And since most of my kids are, honestly, they're too old. They know that Santa's name is actually Uncle Norm. And so, and they actually kind of call him Santa Norm. So, hey, they don't have to go to bed anymore. We could totally stay up till 12 and then just do the big, you know, present bonanza with a ton of fireworks at 12. And I think that might be my way of mixing together kind of the more religious, kind of pensive Christmas that I have from the U.S. with the Salvadorian Christmas of, okay, but we're going to dance and we're going to party and we're going to have a lot of fun. Because I've heard that from many of my followers are Salvadoreños that live in the U.S. and they're like, man, Christmas here is so boring. They're like, it's lame. It's just like, it's not fun. It's just like, and they're like, I want to go back for Christmas in El Salvador and we're going to cumbia all night. And so yeah, I think I'd like to incorporate and put those two together to just make it even more fun. That's for sure. Okay, so any last remarks of like what you are most looking forward to with Christmas this year? Specific present that you kind of want Victoria to give you, or
I want my present. She knows. She knows what I want. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm waiting something because I'm happy like this. I have health, life, family. So for me, it's okay like this.
I'm waiting a child actually. I want the baby. But it's already for the next year, not for Christmas.
For next year.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Alfred, and please look up their channel because she has lots of great perspectives being an European that's moved here about how life in El Salvador is different from her life in Europe, just like how my channel shows how life here is different but awesome coming from the States. So I'll put a link to their channel in the description below because they have great videos. And have a wonderful Christmas. And incorporate all the good you can from all the different parts and all the places you've lived and the experiences you've had. I am Jenni. Ari, travel more, live more, be more. Adios.